maximizing your home's potential. The 6 repairs you need to make right now if you want to sell your home this spring. Folks, in this shifting market, no longer can you do the 3 Ps. Put a sign in the yard, put it on MLS, and pray it sells. I mean, you used to be able to do that, but not anymore. Now, the watchword is fixing to sell, which really means you're going to have to perform certain repairs that today's discerning buyer is going to expect to see. So let's get right into it. First, focus on structural and large mechanical issues. These are going to be the big ticket items that the home inspector is absolutely going to focus on. So I'm talking about make sure your HVAC is in good condition, ensure there's no issues with your foundation, and double check to make sure your roof is top notch. For these bigger ticket items, it doesn't hurt to do a pre-listing inspection on your property. In fact, I kind of encourage it. Second, let's focus on landscaping and curb appeal. I cannot overemphasize how important this is. I mean, it is the first thing a potential buyer sees as they're pulling up to your home. So freshen up the mulch, plant some bright, vibrant seasonal flowers, and trim those bushes and trees. If you've got a fence that you've always been meaning to fix, it might be a good time to fix it. These small touches will make a big impact on potential buyers and set your home apart from the competition. All right, now let's head to the kitchen. And this is one of the most important rooms. In most houses, it's the focal point, and it's also where most families spend most of their time. As a husband, father, and lover of all things culinary, I know how much time is spent in the kitchen. Look in the cabinet under the sink to ensure that the faucet is not leaking. Double check that garbage disposal, and be on the lookout for any significantly cracked tiles on the floor and chipped countertop. Making sure your kitchen is in tip-top shape will make a significant impact on the perceived value of your property. Next, let's talk about flooring. It's crucial to keep in mind that flooring is a big factor when it comes to buyers. Because let's be frank, the last thing a buyer wants to do is have to redo the flooring in a property. So consider the condition of the carpet if you have any, and check to see if it needs to be professionally replaced or just cleaned. Also, take a good look at your hardwood floors to ensure it doesn't need to be stripped, sanded, and refinished. All right, now let's head to the bathroom. Donde está el baño? For being such a relatively small room, it does get a big focus. Make sure your shower head isn't leaking. And again, check under the bathroom sink to make sure everything is looking good there too. If your toilet is loose, don't leave it like that. It likely needs the O-ring replaced, or just tightening up of the bolts behind the john. Also, make sure any grout between the tiles is looking nice and white. And if you have caulking in the tub, I typically recommend to remove that caulking and reapply. And last but not least, cosmetic repairs. Now, I'm not saying you have to go around and paint the entire house, but if you were going to do that, I recommend a light gray, neutral color. But make sure there's no holes in the walls, any dents, dings, things like that are all repaired. If you've got nail holes, repair those. Also, replacing the face plates on light switches, and that does go a long way. You wouldn't believe how dirty they get. So in conclusion, the real estate market as we know has moved to a much more competitive nature. Improve those chances of successful sale by doing these small repairs ahead of time. I'm Dylan Lee, licensed realtor here in the state of Florida. All of my contact information is in the description below. And if you'd like to read, I have a blog at sellthegolf.com.